We're back, baby! Hello, fellow rogues and alchemists. This is Fate Alchemist here, and we're back in Curse of Gaia. It's been way too long, guys, but good news, there's a reason for the delay. It was being updated by Guildford, and a lot of improvements made to the pack, overall stability. It's a lot better, guys, trust me. This is going to be a update video to show you everything that's new and all the improvements that have been made. And we're going to solve, or more like finish, some projects we've done before. And I'll also go over some of my plans for the series. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and enjoy another episode of Curse of Gaia. Well, Rogues and Alchemists, we have a lot to go over today. Guildford has updated the pack with several improvements and has given me some hints to make my life easier. And we have a lot to go over. Lots of progression today, so we're going to get right to it. And so let's get our stuff on here. So the first thing that I want to go over is iron ores, when smelted, are now going to finally give a full ingot. Look at that. So that right there just made life a lot easier. Oh! Bonus! Another thing, we have been stopped by, our progress has been stunted because we haven't been able to make gears. Well, that ends today, guys. We haven't been able to make electro. This stuff. Now, obviously, you can see I figured that out. It's because we couldn't get the grit before. Well, I found out that with Engineering's hammer, you can. And so I went and got some gold ore, and that's how we got this. And I've already made some elementium. Now, before we go into making those machines, though, another important change. Crops can no longer be planted by hand. The way I got this nether wart is I've just been popping off of this. Oh. Well, I guess you can still plant those. But normal food crops you can't. Things like carrots, potatoes, those have to be planted all by machines now, which is fine since we created those machines out over there. Now, here's the part where things get really exciting. I've gone ahead and used the elementium to make our metal press. And what we can do with this, I've already made these just to kind of save us some time here, but you can plop that on there. And with a couple iron, you'll need 4. And, well, the animation didn't show, but there's the iron gear. That was a bit odd. I wonder why that was. Usually you'll see this thing kind of come down and press down on it. But at any rate, we can now make these gears. And these are important because those gears are how we get to Ender IO here. That'll let us get things like the sag mill, because we needed it to make this. And the sag mill is important because now we have ore doubling. Also, we don't have to rely on charcoal and coal and normal furnaces anymore because alloy smelter is another thing that we can make. And we have plenty of iron. And behind me, I've already made those as well. So we have those connected to the windmill. And the first thing I want to show you is gunpowder. Gunpowder has been a problem. And we need gunpowder so that we can make those totems to keep everything safe and make it easier for us to travel and to explore. Well, you can make gunpowder. Out of witches' hats, that's interesting. But you can also make it out of niter, sulfur, and charcoal dust. And one of the ways you can get... Now, niter was the hard one, but I found out that sandstone, when ground up, has a chance of returning niter. I don't know if we'll get lucky enough to see it here. And then when it's done, it will just give us the sand back. And what I've been doing is I've just been forever grind the sandstone until we get lucky enough to get niter. So this has been my life for a minute. But it's a relatively easy way to get the niter so you can make gunpowder. Now we'll let that do its thing for a bit because I've already made some gunpowder. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself another one of those totems. Nice. Because we're about to go journeying out. Now, something that you guys can do that's going to help greatly in acquiring your resources, because I did this the hard way, is, did I knock something down? Lumber axe. I've already gone ahead and smelted back my old axe because I'm never going to use those again because the lumber axe, I believe it's something like this. There she is. The lumber axe. That doesn't count. There we go. The stump will always stay behind. Oh, I can't believe how long I've been doing this the hard way. So that's lumber axe, everyone. But we can make a hammer as well, which is the kind of pickaxe equivalent to the axe. And to do that, need to make a hammer's head. Just normal planks. Ah. It's a hammer time. And then we need to make this crafting table, which is why I had all those crafting tables inside my inventory. And this will make the hammer crafting table bigger and better, you better believe it. And we'll just plop that in the corner there. And this is gonna hurt some. And there we go. Now, this guy, we're gonna have to be careful with because we can't, it's gonna be harder for us to repair. I probably should have made the metal one, come to think of it. But it's got great durability. So between these two things, we're going to dig ourselves out of the Stone Age and into the Industrial Age. So now, a good time to talk about what we're going to do about Frankenhouse. Now, Frankenhaus. Yes, we'll call it Frankenhaus. Now, I do like Frankenhaus quite a bit, actually. I think it's got personality. But, I think she's had her time. I really do. And so what this place is going to become is the Better With Mods headquarters house. It's going to take care of everything from our kiln, cauldron, and crucible needs. Our saw, our millstone. It's going to handle all of that. And I'm going to migrate out anything that uses actual electricity or power, I think. Or at the very least, its main feature will be these mechanical use machines. I'm thinking it's definitely going to be steampunk, whirring gears, and the like. And I'm going to make it rather large. And let's see, it's going to have to... It's going to look like a mobile tank, guys. I'm going to have it probably cut into this hillside here a little bit. It's going to look like it's going this direction out here, traveling. It's going to have a giant tank tread on the side. And for the wheels, I'm going to have several water wheels inset in what a track made out of stone to give it the impression of being on a tank tread. I think it'll be awesome. And we're going to make a different way to get up and down through here as well. I want to make a pulley system that will lower us down into the hole when we want to get our mob loots and take us back up. So there's going to be lots of ropes and pulleys in this build. It's going to be amazing. Well, we're going to deal with this up just a little bit longer. So we need this. We need to get a little task done first here, guys. So we need to do... So I need to make some planters here. There you go. Excellent. Let's pick up this clay. So the reason why I want these planters, let's make a... I'm going to need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. Those over here. Is that you can put dirt in them and use them for crops. Now, the reason why we want to do that is because soil inside these planters is always considered to be moist, and I think you get a growth boost as well. Because I want to improve on our farming machines out there, and I want to make them fully automatic. And this is going to get us there. I want to do a little experiment here. I'm curious if this entire block is needed for it to be considered a kiln or just the surrounding blocks. Fire this up. Okay, fire. And stoked. There we go. It'd be amazing if this worked. Yes! Oh, it's nice because I don't have to replace that switch anymore. There we go, last one. I'm so stoked that that worked. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So the next thing I need is to make some conveyor belts for our machine. To make our conveyor belts, we need lots of leather, which remember how hard we had finding leather before, but fortunately we have an atomic reconstructor. So that's zombie flesh. Bam. Now it's a stack of leather. Ah, I love science. Okay. We need conveyor belts to make this fully automatic here. And so these guys are pretty cheap. And you can see we've got leather, but we're going to do one better. You can actually do it these cut leather sheets. And those you get 2 per 1. So with a nifty pair of shears, which we have, we can double, there we go, our leather, conveyor belt, and we'll just make a lot of these. So what we've done is we got several different versions of conveyor belts. Gonna lead out. Do that. And the shipment box will be on this side. I'm not sure if that's facing right. Yeah, it's not. Interesting note that the lumber axe picked both of those up. I'll have to be aware of that. And then on the other side, and you know what? I'm going to put shipment box on that side. Yeah. So you can see what we're doing here, guys. We're going to use this conveyor belt to wrap it around. Half will go into the shipping crate. The other half will be put back in the system. And the world keeps on turning. And there it is, everybody. The automatic money-making machine. Meantime, everybody, I'm happy to be back in Curse of Gaia. These updates, it's much more stable than it was before, and it's easier to get medals now, which is nice. I appreciate the challenge, but woo! That was a hard one. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. If you really enjoyed, please subscribe. Check out Sassy Rogue on the other side of the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, everybody. Bye. Oh no!
What did you do? Stop doing it. Sassy, no!
That is horrifying! Ah!